Hello, my lovelies. Hello. This is an extra sneaky little midweek video.
Just a girl, a wonderful girl, and the sweetest one in town. Can search for miles around, and no one like me can be found. I've got a smile, a wonderful smile.
I put out my tips and tricks for headscarf wearing within my last sewing video. I did it because somebody asked about it, but I thought it might be handy to have it separate just in case you want to look at it for reference. So if you watched my last sewing video, you will have already seen this. It's nothing new. It's just the bit that was in my last video. It's just I've isolated it out and I'm putting it out as a separate video for anybody wishing to sport one of these fancy numbers. And just some tips and tricks to make it easier and help it to stay in place for longer. So I hope you enjoy, and I will chat to you again at the end. A couple of videos ago, somebody asked about my hair scarves and how I tie them, because she goes to vintage events and she sees other people tying with their hair scarves, but she's not had great success with it. So I thought I'll give you a little, we'll have a little chat about that, because it's more than, there's a couple of factors involved in the headscarf staying put. And even as a qualified hairdresser who's been hairdressing her whole life, it took me a wee while to work out what was the factors that went into this. So obviously, if I'm using a headscarf over my rollers, that's a very different thing, because the rollers keep it in place, and that's fine. But if I'm wearing a headscarf because I haven't done my hair in a while, and it's a mess, or I just want my hair out my way because I'm doing something and I want it out my way, or in fact I actually sleep with a headscarf on every night because having curly hair, it cuts down on the frizz, and also I sleep with the breathing mask, so it just keeps everything contained. So here's a couple of thoughts on the headscarf. This is my, I'm dropping them on the floor. This is my favourite headscarf, the one that you'll probably see the most of. And the reason this is my favourite headscarf is because this is the one that has all the factors and does all the things that I want it to do. And it's nice and colourful and cheerful. So for a start, it needs to be a decent size. Like a small sort of handkerchief size is not going to do it for you. It needs to be a decent size, particularly if, like myself, you have a reasonable size head and a lot of hair. So this one is, now let's go with, now I know some of you are going to be working in metric and some of you are going to be working in inches, so I'll give you it in both. It's 84 inches or 84 centimetres. It's 84 centimetres, and that's a square. That's squared. And then I fold it in half diagonally, so I've got a triangle. Okay, so that's the first thing. It needs to be a good size. Now, the other thing is the fabrication of it. As you'll see, this one is kind of, it is silky, but it's like chiffon, and it's got a very, very, very slight, it's not 100% smooth. It's got a very slight texture to it. Very, very slight texture to it. And that is a good thing, because that causes a little bit of friction with the hair and grips on. This one is also quite a good size, and I love this scarf. It's beautiful. However, very, very slippy. Very, very slippy. It has very little texture. It's a beautiful scarf, but it's much more difficult to anchor. This one just wants to slip right off because it's too slippery. So that's important to remember. This one I made out of fabric from one of my Annie and I's dresses. And this obviously is a really good one as well, because, and actually this one I didn't bother with the square, I just made the triangle. And this obviously is brushed cotton, so it's got a good bit of, it's almost a bit like Velcro with my hair. It goes on it and it stays put. So that's the second thing. So you've got the size, it needs to be a good size, and it needs to have a little bit of texture to kind of, the friction to hold on to your hair. So that's the important things about the actual scarf that make a huge difference to it staying put. Now, how do I actually tie them. So there's a couple of things. As I said, when I'm putting them over my rollers, that's a different thing, and it's much easier. So we've got our scarf thingied over into a triangle. Now what I do with the front of my hair very much depends on why I'm tying my scarf. If I'm tying my scarf because I want my hair all out the way, or my hair really needing done, it's a mess, then I'll gather up my, what I call fringe and probably half the world calls bangs. I gather that up.
Half the world is wrong.
Yep, I gather it up and I twirl it around my finger like that, and I put what we call Kirby grips and Americans call bobby pins.
Americans are wrong.
Americans are wrong. And I put that in like that, and that keeps that tidy. Then I get my triangular scarf and I pop it on my head like so. And I want to have the long straight bit obviously here and the triangle point here. Now, if my hair was longer, I would possibly need to twirl it and pin it up a little bit first. I want to get the hair scarf under my hair like that. So my hair is contained inside the hair scarf. And then we pull it up to the top and make sure all the hair is tucked in, pulled up to the top with the little triangle down here. So you've got all your hair tucked in under, and that in itself helps to keep the hair scarf in place. And we tie. Now, here's the next point that's really important. This looks cute. Is do not tie it too tight. There's a natural desire when you want something to stay in place to make it tight, and that actually is going to make it worse because that's going to make it rise up off the back of your head, because it's too tight. So don't tie it too tight. Tie it just tight enough to hold, just tight enough. It's really, I can still get my fingers in here and move it about. And then we flip this little triangle back like that, and then make our bunny ears for our bow on the top. Like so. Now, a good thing that really helps to anchor this and make it look sweet is I've got quite big Kirby grips, but they're good sort of strong ones. And what I do is I get these little floppy bits and I sort of put them where I want them, and then I use a Kirby grip and I get in under my hair and that bit loop of the bow, and I Kirby grip it in. So you can't see the Kirby grip, but it's actually doing a good job of anchoring. And I do that on the other side. I'm using my camera as a mirror, which isn't ideal. There we go. And then we tuck in any bits that are sticking up. Now we can stop there, and that's superb. And for daytime wear, I do stop there. And that's my headscarf tied. For nighttime, I just put in another Kirby grip at either side so that when you're moving about, it doesn't get pulled off. But because this isn't too tight, and all the other factors, the anchor under these little bows, that it's going to stay put all day. That's not going to move. And there we have it. I hope that was helpful. Normal crafting content will be resumed on Wednesday. Hopefully the next one will be out. We're still working on the never ending dress, and I will see you all in the next one. So I hope you and your loved ones are safe and well. Love from Liz.